Okay, hey guys, I think we're recording. This thing has been doing what it wants to do today. But this video is about the new moon. The new moon is going to be in Libra on the 24th. Excuse the dogs. Anybody outside the dog wants to say hello to. So, what was I saying? Yeah, the new moon is going to be in Libra on the 24th. Now, the exact time, always check with your local area to see your time zone to see what time the new moon will be for you. Right now I can't even remember what time it is for where I'm at. I have to look that up again. I have been not really on the ball these last couple of weeks. I've been doing other stuff. But as far as Libra, you know, Libra is all about balancing. When you look at the natal chart, Libra governs the first house right as you're coming into the public eye. So, you know, the bottom half of your chart is all about yourself. This top half of your chart is about your outward life. So Libra is that first house going into your outward life. So it's about balancing yourself with your public life, or balance your personal life with your outward life, or your personal life with your friends, or your family life with your business life. It's all about balancing partnerships and marriages, more so contracts, and like marriage contract than actual marriage. So with saying that, this is a good time to do spells that definitely directly involve having to work with other people. It's a great time to do. Do I have any candles around here? Let's see if I got any candles under here. I don't think I have. I know I don't have the candle that I'm looking for. Where are you? Okay. Well, I have a few white candles, you know, taper white candles, but I was looking for a blue candle, but I don't see one. But it's a great time, you know, to basically use candles or to do spells to calm situations. If you're having a problem at work, this is a great moon to, or with a relationship in general, since this one deals with partnerships, it's a great time to do calming spells. You know, you can take a blue candle and dress. One of the things that I love to do, which is always a quick way to calm situations and energy, is just to take a blue candle, write the person's name on it, drizzle it in honey, you know, to sweeten that person up, whether it's to themselves or to another situation, and chamomile to make them more relaxed and to calm their nerves. So that's one easy spell that you can do. You know, of course, just light the candle and just say a peaceful prayer over them. Or a peaceful chant, you know, peaceful words of power, whichever way you want to call that. That's one way you can do it. Another thing to do, which would be good for a job, so spells calling for you to get a job, because obviously you have to get an interview and things like that, and that involves other people, and once you get the job, that involves partnerships. So it's a great time to do spells to attract the job, or at least to attract interviews. One thing that you could do, I know right now we're doing more things electronically, so as you're filling out the forms, you can incorporate smelling things, or things that attract stuff to you, like jasmine is a good one, lemongrass, as far as, but be careful with lemongrass. If you use too much, it will make it irritate your skin and start to itch. But you could, you know, spray it, put it in a little mister bottle, and then spray it from a distance at your and I do mean a distance because you don't want to see the oil stains or watermark stains on the paper. But spray it as distance, just so it has just that faint scent. So when the person's, you know, picking through the resumes, they can see it. They'll still smell it and be more attracted to that. You can also, you know, spray yourself as you're going on an interview, or as you're typing at the computer. Let's see, Libra balancing, again, count spells for that. Balancing spells, if you feel out of balance, now would be a good time to, during the new moon would be a good time to smudge yourself, and then start saying your mantras, your chants, and things like that to bring balance in yourself. You know, if you feel as though you need to balance your work, then citrine, you can, I don't suggest putting the stones in the water. The reason why, because I haven't looked up which stones are toxic or not toxic, so I suggest getting a jar of water and holding it under that new moonlight and putting the stones around the glass jar, and the energy will still go in it. But I don't suggest putting stones directly in the water, mainly because I have not looked up which ones are toxic and which one are not, so I don't do it. I just put the stones around the water. But you could do that, and you can give yourself a spiritual bath to cleanse yourself. Citrine is very good for business. Malachite is not malachite. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the other stone. It's like on the tip of my tongue. I can see it. I can see it. It's on the tip of my tongue. I personally love smoky quartz. I use smoky quartz for everything, but you know, for balancing, it's more so for neutralizing than balancing smoky quartz. But yeah, you can. Citrine is definitely good for bringing in money. It's another stone. I can see it. I just can't think of it right now. But you charge the water, let it sit, and I would suggest letting it sit for a couple hours and while under the new moon, and then you take a spiritual head bath after you shower everything. You pour that water over you, let it dry naturally, and then oil yourself up with. Personally, I would use olive oil or grapeseed oil if it's dealing with money and business, and if you're dealing with more so your spirituality, I would use olive oil or maybe almond oil or olive oil or almond oil. If you're dealing with love, trying to balance your love life with your personal life, as far as like oiling up, I personally like safflower oil for that. If you're trying to balance your love life where you're more into your love life and not into your personal life, I would use safflower oil. But if you have a great personal life but you want to get more business, I would use coconut oil for that. In general, for meditation, I like olive oil, but this is just like oils after you've taken your bath, and you can add other essences and stuff to it to rub yourself down and just think about it while you're meditating. Let's see. That's really it. It's just great for anything that deals with partnerships. I don't like really doing love spells, but I love doing couple spells, and that deals with partnerships and marriages. And that's really just taking, like if you're going to do a candle works, ignore the colors. You can do their favorite color, the color that resonates with them the most. You could do their astrological color. When it comes to colors, you could just use 2 paint candles. If you want to get really, I don't really suggest red, because red is a lot of energy to handle. In relationships, if you don't know what you're doing, it kind of gives you that love-hate relationship where the sex is really passionate, but then you're arguing for the next 3 days. So there's that. But as far as candles, basically you just get 2 candles, and the other person has to be in agreement for the couple spell to work. If they're not in agreement, if they don't know that they're in a relationship with you, it will not work. They must be in a relationship with you, or we acknowledge the relationship with you for these spells to work. If we're doing a couple spells and that person don't know they're in a relationship. But yeah, you'll get the 2 candles. And the ribbon symbolizes what you want. If you want just more energy for y'all to start manifesting things together, use the yellow ribbon. If you want just more intimacy, use a pink ribbon. If you want, and please excuse my dogs. If you want for me, if you want more spirituality, things that spiritually come together, I would personally use a purple and black ribbon. But that's up to you. Some people use white. So yeah, you can, if you just want to, harness some more energy, use orange. You can also do the same thing with the, let me grab this. You can also do the same thing with the candle color. So, as far as the couple spells, you grab one candle represents them, one candle represents you. Mind you, they need to know that you're doing this spell. Otherwise, it will backfire. I'm going to say it again. If they don't know you're doing the spell, and they don't know you're in the relationship, and they're not okay with you doing spells for your relationship, it's going to backfire. So, with that being said, like say this is ribbon just for a better communication. Y'all been arguing a lot, and you want to get together, and you want to balance that part of your life. You just take the ribbon and wrap it up. More so, leave the top part open a lot, because you don't want the ribbon to catch on fire. Please use common sense for doing this. You do not wrap it to the top. You wrap it from the middle towards the bottom. At least in the way that I do it. Everybody does it differently. So I wrap towards the middle towards the bottom. That way, as the wax melts, it'll already coat the ribbon. And always do this in plain sight. Don't just light it and leave it somewhere and then come to me saying, my house caught on fire. Use your common sense. Sit these in the container that is not flammable. It don't have to be these particular type of candles. You can use 2 7-day candles. 7-day candles or the Novena candles. You use this type of candle and put the 2 together and just wrap the ribbon. And actually, for beginners, I suggest using this and wrapping the ribbons around the 2. I don't have another 7-day candle around me, but wrapping the ribbons around the 2 candles like that, and then sitting this in the in a fireproof container, the bottom part, because the bottom part will get hot. And that way, you don't have to worry, that you still need to watch it, but at least you don't have to worry about direct fire, because the wax is not going to drip down over top of the ribbon. But that's what you want to do as far as, you know, couple spells. And then, again, like the color goes according to what you want. And you say your words of power. And I never like to give words of power too much, because I really think that you should make it your own, or it should be something that resonates with you. You know, a lot of things that I use come from Proverbs from the Bible, but most people resonate more with Psalms. You know, and actually for like a couple things, I actually like the Book of Tobit, but that's another story. Or I'll write my own, and I really feel as though you should come from your heart and write your own. So that's that. That's working with partnerships and balance. It's really about balancing everything in your life. You know, the dark moon was in Virgo, and that's about being practical and being grounding. And once you go get that practicality, then you can start saying, okay, this is where I'm missing the ball at, this is where I'm not. Now let's go work with the Libra energy, which is perfect how it's just flowing in, and you can start balancing your life. You know, you can, like, if you're starting your own business, you need more courage to open up. Yellow candles, orange candles are perfect for that. As far as herbs, I don't work with it much, but it is a good one. High John Cockerel root, rosemary. As far as prosperity, actually, ironically, I like onion powder, a mixture of onion powder, ginger, and mint for prosperity. Just in general, you know, if you're rolling it up, rolling in the candle just for a prosperous way, or to help you open the way as you start opening yourself up. But this video is getting longer than I want, as with all the videos I have done today. So happy manifesting, everybody. Hope you have a beautiful new Libra moon. All right, everybody stay blessed. Peace.